What's up, criminal? Tesnick, for some reason, it says you've been playing WoW for like 12 hours on Discord. I don't know why it says that. But if that's true, that's pretty nuts. I don't know, dude. It's hard for me to not believe everything on the internet. Beautiful. I just need to grab a water and I'm good to go. And people are just deathly afraid to grab spots in a break that haven't had spots grabbed yet. So here we are. Alright, let me grab water and I'll randomize and we start over. Okay. Looks like 9 and 10 are good to go. Also, there's an activate Windows message that's just burned into my not burned into my background, but it's in my background and I don't know why, because my Windows is activated. Your first break back, Colin, and I'm just gonna pull you Alt Green Ninja right away. Why not? Just get like a $400 card for $15. Cheers, let's get some heat. More spots are available. Good luck, everybody. To the one person that's paying attention, I hope you're having a good time watching. It's the last card you need from Twilight, so feel free to pull it. I'll feel very free to pull it. How about that? Still a bunch of cards we have not seen from Shrouded Fable, but we've seen some good ones already. We haven't seen the Houndoom yet. I don't even know what that looks like. I've pulled this bird a good amount of times. Pheasantipity. A fan favorite. Why is there motion in my garage? Let's see. Who's trying to be in my my property? I think Haley's dad is in her car doing something. Ooh, we have not pulled that yet, Audrey. That is a very nice card. Very good. Iron Moth, Horsey with a Haxorus. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and snooze that. What's up, Greg? Hyper Tornadoes. I haven't seen that card in a minute. Watching? Beautiful. Well, that's the first Kingdra we've pulled. How were my days off? Weren't really days off, to be honest. That's an alt slow king. Rev Aaron, how you doing, my friend? Thank you for that sub. Yeah, Tesnick, they weren't really days off. Oh, we went to the Dells. Didn't win money at the casino. Definitely lost. Don't go to a casino on a Monday. Not a good move. But I was called into this action. Nothing was. Monday was bad. Ironically, my machine was the only one that gave me like a bonus. Oh, that's a big card. Audrey, congrats on that. That's a very large card. I don't even know if she's here tonight. She was here this morning. I don't even know what that EV is up to now. I think it's a couple $100 at a high grade. Water. Oh, another thing we did, Tatsnek, which I can honestly say that I'll never do again, is we waited 2 hours to eat dinner at that supper club, which, let me tell you, for that 2 hour wait, I could have made a sandwich that was better than the food we had. Oh, they told us a number. I was not the head honcho of these decisions, because the night would have gone differently. You find that to be the case? The place has 7 bars outside. 7. And a gift shop. We know what they're doing. I was convinced they don't even actually serve food until we actually got to sit down.
I'm gonna dry my hair and go to bed. We're leaving at 1.
Criminal. Or Tetsnick or Criminal, because you both know what I'm talking about. To make someone wait 2 hours is an insult, first off. That is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen or heard of in my life. And number two, the food wasn't worth the 2 hour wait. We had to park so far away that we had to take a shuttle back to the restaurant. Almost like it was on purpose. Yeah, almost like they didn't lay out 7 different bars. 7. Dude, I was saying it the entire time. By hour, when we were rolling closer to hour 2, I was like, this better be the best food I've ever had in my life, or I'm never coming back here again. And it was not. It was like, out of 10, I give it a 6. But like, it'd be one thing if they let you take reservations. No, we don't do that. But you're gonna wait 2 hours, and I'm like, why are we doing this? This is stupid. Who's got dark? Well done, Audrey. Dude, I was convinced by the second, like right when we got like past the first hour, I was like, I don't think this place serves food, guys. I think we've been had. It was getting close to closing time, and then they rush you out. I was like, oh, I'm gonna take one bite at a time right now. Might think about each bite. I forgot what it was called, but it's a supper club. It's like the one at the Dells. I'm surprised they still have people lining up. Because after the first time, then it's like, oh, now I see what this is. I'm not going to fall for this again. But people go there every day. Are you out of your mind? So if you wanted my God honest, no pulling punches review, there it was. Wait long for mediocre food. That's what I'm saying, dude. It's like, okay, so you're trying to like make money off of just open a bar. Skip this whole supper club thing. Just open a bar. You know what I mean? You don't need to like trick people into paying for booze then. So yeah, overall. Oh, and then on top of that, went to like my cousin's kid's birthday, which was good at first. One of my favorite cousins of the only reason why I would want to be there besides his kid left because he had to go work. Then it was less good. Then certain key people had a little too much, and the burden of watching kids fell on those who weren't. And it was just, by the end, I was like, all right, I'm leaving. That's it. Because some people got a little belligerent. But I did get to try out the new bags. Honestly, pretty impressed. I got the hang of it real quick. What would, it has like the smooth side and the sticky side. What you would think is the smooth and the sticky is like complete opposite, which kind of like messed with my head a little bit. The side that you feel that you would think is the stickier side is actually the smooth side, and it slides more. And I don't know why that is. But like, well worth the purchase for like a good set of bags, I'd say so. After using them once, I was like, damn, that's actually like, it feels like way better compared to the ones I had that were like gifted to me from Costco, probably like $5. And they exploded on impact. Well, one spot in a 36 pack break is not the most that I can work with, but I feel you. There are spots available in the next one. Trainer. Honestly, that's how you get them. It can happen at any moment. Better to have the spot and miss than to not have the spot and it hits. Kingdra. What's up, Mr. Saxton? Also, grats for the Eevee last break too. That was honestly like a pretty insane break. That Dusclops though, hello. A little creepy. Standing in your backyard. That's an interesting card design, Pokemon. Making me gonna have nightmares. It's like Slender Man. Oh, it's a cool card, don't get me wrong. Harvey, that's for you. We got the dog vacuum cleaner engine. I don't know why I keep saying vacuum cleaner. Probably because Room is like Roomba a little bit. But it's not. It's an engine. It could be part what if it's like a Dyson ball? They're souped up like that. Janine, trainer. Big hit. Hi. It's a hot stack right there. Coughing. Air. The ceiling. The sky. I guess it's all relative. What if you're in the air? What's above that? Space? Clouds. The cloud, too. You know what I'm saying? Also, I don't know if anyone else saw this. Can we talk about the fact that, like, pretty much every SSN got, like, hacked from the US? And I feel like it's not being talked about at all. Literally, like, watched a YouTuber in a short talking about it, and that's how I found out. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, probably should Google it. Because it's kind of concerning. Well, like, it was like in the billions for like the amount of SSN or social security numbers stolen. And it like, when you look at the math, it's like the entire US. So that's interesting. We're just all like, just compromised, I guess, now. What are they going to do to fix this? Assign us all a second number? My dog's being a brat. I doubt it. She just wants to be loved. There's a lot of hits this break. She's trying to hop into... Okay, so let her. What's the problem? Your one cat learned the hard way not to walk across the stove today? Did she, like, catch fire? What's learning the hard way there? She stepped on the still hot burner. Oh, okay, I got you. Okay, colorless, go off. Joseph. It's not easy to pull that either. I feel like the older cat knows not to walk on hot things. feel like I don't know if I've pulled this card before. That's a very weird feeling I just had because I don't remember ever seeing this card. And we've opened a lot of Twilight. Yeah, FAFO. FAFSA. Getting closer to that alt. Grabbed one more spot. Listen, Cosby, you're living life on the edge over there. Take it easy. I'm just playing, dude. I'm gonna pull you some heat whether you like it or not. How about that? Poppy. Psychic. 3 spots left in 11. Let's get it full, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here for you. The heat is here. You just have to get a spot, and then I can unwrap it for you. I don't know if I like this better, where it's 4 sets, 9 packs, because you get more depth out of each set, or 6x6, where it's more variety, but less depth. Dark dominates Shrouded. What type is Houndoom from Shrouded? Because I haven't pulled it yet. Congrats on that alt, because I don't think I've pulled it before, Ryan. You might be the first one. I don't remember ever pulling this card. Just one pack from 36 sets. I feel like that could be a disaster. I wouldn't do less than 6. 3 packs from 9 different sets would be like garbage. Or be 4 packs from 9 different sets. Math is hard. It would be 3 packs from 12 different sets. If it was random every time, people wouldn't like it. Isn't that funny, Rev Aaron? Wild. Who would ever have thought of that? I was waiting for someone to connect those dots. You know, like at a restaurant where they have like that little like kids paper sometimes, where they have like mazes and stuff. Rev Aaron's a rock star at those. I can tell you that right now. Probably colors in the lines too. I can't even do that. 3 spots left. I'm updating the list right now. I think 2 spots left now. You got 3 kids to try first, and then I blow their minds. Exactly, dude. Tic tac toe at a restaurant just hits different. 2 spots left. And honestly, there's not a whole lot of Shrouded to go around, I could tell you that. I don't know what Pokemon was thinking with this release, but like, get it while it's here because it's going to be gone pretty quick. Honestly, I don't know if they do it anymore. I think they still do. Maybe after COVID, no. I don't remember. But like Buffalo Wild Wings, when you eat there, and they used to have the gamepad where you play trivia or other games, was 10 out of 10. I'm surprised another place hasn't done it. I've not been to one in a while, or like eaten at one, so I'm not sure if they still have it. I don't know if they do. I feel like B Dubs is like kind of going down the tubes. They're always out of Asian Zing, and it's like, okay, I guess I just won't eat then. Your stomach can't take their food? They had the timer on the table. If you didn't get your food out before the timer goes off, then it's free. It's pretty easy to beat that timer when you just have to set the timer lower in the microwave, though. You know what I'm saying? Two spots left. What's going to happen, Gravy, is a bunch of people are going to try to buy these last two spots all at once, and then they're going to be upset because they waited that long, and then didn't end up getting it. $100% in that last spot that they didn't get, and then they could have just bought it earlier and got the card. No, I know what you're saying, Gravy. I'm just saying like don't feel compelled to because I think it's just gonna like it's gonna go all at once when it does. Do I have enough Pokemon currency to buy Ultra Balls again? Because I've been like broke in this game. Okay, I can buy 10 Ultra Balls. That is it. Did they must have cranked it down. Bowler, thank you for that sub. Appreciate you. And both spots are gone. Just like that. Bowler, how do you feel about Battlegrounds now? I I've had fun with it, but like I don't know how I feel about it. It's like weird. I feel like they're just like I don't know. It feels like the games end a lot faster now. Like if their goal was to not have them end fast, it did not happen that way. I have a screenshot that I can post to the Discord. I had a mech game that was absolutely disgusting. Mech seems like the best class right now, I'm going to be honest. So many Quill War games. The hopper, the frog does not feel as strong as it used to be. And I don't know why. The only time it's really strong is if you get that, like, the Nizoth fish as the passive. Bring on the ninja, dude. Oh, there's trainer right on the board. The dangerous laser. It makes me wonder when I'm gonna pull the not dangerous laser. What's the opposite of dangerous? Safe laser. Almost had to bust out the thesaurus for that. Well, thesaurus is not antonyms. Sorry, never mind. Or is that still... I think thesaurus still gives you that. Been a minute since I've used a thesaurus. Ooh. Gold trainer for Ryan. Not pulled this yet. Earthen vessel, which they could have just called vase, but I get it. It's like calling a bottle of water a liquid receptacle. A fluid container. Dark. It's a $50 card. Well, there you go. Now everything is just bonus. Yo, recently, I was talking about it last night. I found a taco truck that was immaculate. They made like a taco ramen, birria ramen, and like a taco grilled cheese. birria grilled cheese. Probably the best thing I think I've ever had in my life. But on top of that, what I was going to talk about was, if you haven't, it's the season right now. Chick-fil-A peach milkshake. Very good. Might change your life if you've never had it before. Ooh, just 2 gold trainers, why not? Isn't a taco grilled cheese a quesadilla? No, because they use bread instead of a tortilla. Don't start this, dude. Please. These elementary discussions of tacos and fajitas and burritos being different. They're all the same. We already covered this. Bro, I watched like the newer Star Trek movies, and the whole time traveling thing, dude. I like I'm redoing it again. I thought myself into a paradox where I was like, wait, what happens? So Spock in the movie goes back in time, gets sucked into a black hole, whatever. Movie's been out for like 8 years, by the way. Spoiler alert, I guess. But he dies of old age. Would the one that he traveled back to die the same way? Travel back in time and then die of old age again? Infinite loop? You can make the argument, though, that that's a new reality, though. But still, I think that's stupid. But then it's... See, like, the problem with that definition, Tetsnick, like, and that's the definition they use. The problem with it is it conflicts with itself. Because then it's not the past anymore. It's just a different reality. Then it shouldn't be time travel. It should be like dimension travel. And it hurts my head rethinking about it every time. Hopefully I'm not alone on that boat. That Blaziken's sick, by the way, Hardy. And fighting, Glamora. Palafin with a Fable. Double hit for Mr. Saxton. You get what I'm saying when I say that, Tetsnick? Like, if it's a different reality, then you can't really call it the past. It changes the present by definition, but it's no longer the past then. I don't know. I feel like movies get time travel wrong pretty regularly. Electric, by the way. Alan, very nice. That tea-tar is very spicy. What happens when you meet your younger self? That's what I was just saying. So, like, he got sucked into a black hole and got spit out, like, 50 years before or whatever. Then dies of old age. That should happen to the one that he traveled back in time to. So, like, that's his inevitable future. Right. It becomes a new reality when he gets there. But that's not really time travel then. That's an alt colorless. Mr. Saxon. Like, his very existence makes it a different timeline alone, which is, I feel like when you explain it that way, it makes it sound worse almost. But he could do the math probably and see how many years he stays alive for if he's to die of old age. Maybe. But yeah, watching that movie and then it sparked that thought, and I was just in a spin cycle. Mentally, I was just done. Also, out of curiosity, because I'm out of stuff to watch again, I put on a Snyder cut, which basically makes a 2-hour movie into a 4-hour movie, is my understanding, and how people rave about it, how it's so good. I watched, I think, 10 minutes of Justice League, and I turned it off. It was bad before. I don't know what the hell they did to make it 4 hours. They just dragged out scenes. I turned it off. The movies without the cut are good. With the cut made it worse. I wouldn't say good. They're mediocre. Some are pretty bad, though. Looking at Aquaman. Horrible. Oh, the Star Trek movies? Yeah, those are pretty good. Chris Pine does a good job. I also feel like an idiot, too, because I've watched Peaky Blinders about 1,000 times from beginning to end, first season to last. And I'm now realizing that the police chief was the same dude from Jurassic Park, and it took me this long to realize it. You didn't like Amber in it? Oh, I think Amber is the least of our worries in that movie. Have you seen the second one? Because I didn't know Aquaman was Hawaiian, because he isn't. Jason Momoa just threw that in there. I forced myself to watch it all the way through just to see how bad it really was. I don't know why people like Jason Momoa, but just garbage. Newest Fast and Furious with him in it, probably the worst character I've ever seen. He literally, like, I don't know what he's trying to be in that movie. He's supposed to be like the Brazilian dude's son, but doesn't act really Brazilian at all. He still is acting like a pretend Hawaiian person. It's a weird world we live in, dude. I gotta stop thinking about these things because then I'm just gonna end up sick. I'm gonna end up hospitalized. I have like an ulcer or a brain aneurysm. That'd be a way to go. But yeah, people raving about the Snyder Cut are sick in the head, literally. I don't know who told them that it was good, but I watched 10 minutes and I could not bear it. And I saw the non version of it. They literally, scenes that should be a certain length, they just stretch them. And they're like, he's the best director ever. And I'm like, this is garbage. They just take too long to end a scene. All right, 12 and 13 have spots taken. Wait a couple minutes before we call it, and I'll be live again tomorrow. We put in some work this morning, too, so I get it. Is it me, or are they just remaking old movies because they can't come up with new ones? Oh, 1,000%. They fired all the creative people and were left with, like, nonsense. Where people don't know what they're doing. They're just like... The problem is, like... Movies now, like, are all trying to make statements. Just be a good movie. How about that? Don't make a statement. Just be a good movie. But they can't. I watched the Emoji Movie for the first time ever, and let me tell you, it was a middle of the pack movie. Kept my entertainment for like it was just colors and noises. Not a whole lot of content there to get into. A lot of poop emoji jokes, and I was just like, oh, okay. I see what's going on here. A lot of toilet humor. But I feel you on that, Mr. Saxton. Yeah, I still need to see it too. Um, like the new Axel Foley movie, which is Beverly Hills Cops 4. Was it like new and innovative and like better than the first three? No. I liked the first three, so I watched it. It's probably just below three in terms of like how good of a movie it was. But it's like, how long are we just gonna remake stuff before we just make something that's new and good? I feel like if he wanted to make a fourth movie, he probably should have did it like 10 years ago. And that's still well after the third movie, I'm pretty sure. I mean, usually, Mr. Saxton. I remember people saying, like, there's never been, like, a sequel better than the original. There's a lot of examples of the sequel being better. Like, Matrix Reloaded, infinitely better than the first Matrix, I would say. Let me think of some other good ones. Oh my gosh. I rattled off like four. It's been a long week already, dude. Why can't I remember movies right this second? I have no idea. Mummy Returns? Probably make that argument. When are they going to drop Titanic 2, dude? Where two boats sink instead. There's two icebergs. That would be the twist. Oh, I watched Gangs in New York because, again, I'm out of stuff to watch, and that's probably the thousandth time I've seen that movie. Can't quote any of that movie because they use some very interesting language in that movie. All right, I don't think we're going to fill another one. We did good for the first day. I'll be live again tomorrow. But other than that, guys, Love you. You're all beautiful. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.